Seal. The artist responsible for timeless songs like Kiss from a Rose built a remarkable reputation during a career that has stretched across more than 30 years. Over that time, the award-winning singer and songwriter has sold in excess of 20 million records across the globe. With several chart-topping hits to his name, he spent decades mesmerizing audiences worldwide through his powerful and soulful voice. However, his present-day life looks quite different from the era when his fame was at its peak. As he nears the age of 62, growing curiosity about his health, career trajectory, and personal life has left many fans both concerned and intrigued. What exactly happened to the superstar who once appeared unstoppable? Stay with us as we reveal the bittersweet truth about Seal's life today. Seal. The performer who delivered unforgettable hits such as Kiss from a Rose and Crazy is known worldwide by his stage name. The English singer and songwriter has sold more than 30 million albums internationally and became globally recognized for songs including Kiss from a Rose. His life story is one filled with extraordinary achievements but also significant challenges. Now approaching 62 years old, his journey combines remarkable artistic talent with personal struggles and a quieter lifestyle than many might expect from someone who once dominated the global music scene. Beneath the fame and success, however, lies a reality that could surprise even his most devoted fans. Continue watching to discover why Seal's life today reflects both joy and sorrow. Born Seal Henry Olusegun Olumide Adeola Samuel in London, his path towards success was far from simple. His parents separated during his early years, and much of his childhood was spent living with a foster family. Later in life, when he eventually reconnected with his mother, Seal revealed that their relationship had often been strained and difficult. These formative experiences deeply influenced his music, filling it with intense emotion and authenticity. Yet it was not only his upbringing that left a visible mark on him. Seal is instantly recognizable not only because of his distinctive voice, but also due to the scars on his face. Those facial scars were caused by a medical condition known as discoid lupus erythematosus, which he developed in his early 20s. Lupus is an autoimmune disorder in which the body's immune system mistakenly attacks its own tissues, and the particular form he experienced resulted in severe skin damage. Discoid lupus is a chronic cutaneous condition, meaning it primarily affects the skin, and it differs from systemic lupus erythematosus, which impacts multiple organs throughout the body. Seal once spoke candidly about his scars during an interview, explaining that there is an old saying suggesting that scars resemble tattoos but carry more meaningful stories. For him, those marks represented his personal history and the experiences that shaped him. Seal's music career truly took flight during the 1990s when he rapidly rose to global stardom. His smooth vocal tone and emotionally charged lyrics resonated with millions of listeners, earning him multiple awards and widespread recognition around the world. One of the most defining moments of his career came when his song Kiss from a Rose won the prestigious Record of the Year award at the Grammy Awards. During the peak of his success, Seal appeared unstoppable. Yet fame cannot shield anyone from life's hardships, and over time his personal life began to unravel. One of the most widely publicized aspects of his life was his marriage to supermodel Heidi Klum. The couple married in 2005 and quickly became one of the most admired pairs in Hollywood. They were known for renewing their wedding vows each year, projecting an image of unity and devotion while raising 4 children together. However, by 2012 signs of trouble had begun to emerge. After 7 years of marriage, the couple announced their divorce, citing irreconcilable differences. Seal later admitted that the breakup was extremely painful, particularly as he tried to navigate fatherhood during such a challenging time. Despite the emotional difficulty of the divorce, Seal remained deeply committed to his children. He and Heidi Klum share 3 biological children as well as 1 adopted son, whom Seal lovingly raised as his own. In interviews, he has repeatedly emphasized how central his children are to his life, even though his relationship with Heidi has grown more distant over the years. Being a parent continues to be one of the most important aspects of his life today, though it has not always been easy. Co-parenting with Heidi has occasionally been complicated, especially as both of them have moved forward with new phases of their personal lives. In recent years, Seal has adopted a much quieter lifestyle, largely stepping away from the constant glare of the spotlight. He has not released a full studio album since Standards in 2017, choosing instead to focus on selective performances and occasional collaborations. While he still appears publicly from time to time, these appearances occur far less frequently than they did during the height of his fame. Fans have noticed this change, with some even speculating about his health and well-being. Seal himself has acknowledged that aging has made him more reflective and less interested in chasing the relentless pursuit of fame. Nevertheless, his life today is not defined solely by calm and privacy. He has admitted that, despite having millions of fans and receiving global recognition, There are moments when he feels deeply isolated. Such feelings are not unusual for artists who spent decades living under intense public scrutiny before eventually stepping back from the spotlight. Still, there is more to Seal's story than what appears on the surface. What truly lies behind his quieter lifestyle? Stay with us as we continue exploring the struggles and unexpected turns that have shaped his life over the years. Seal's journey is not merely a narrative of musical success and celebrity. It is also a story about enduring pain and persevering through adversity. While his voice brought him worldwide acclaim, his resilience in the face of personal challenges played an equally significant role in shaping the person he became. Even now, as he approaches 62, some of those struggles remain present in his life, reminding him that success does not eliminate hardship. One of the longest-standing battles he has faced involves his health. The lupus condition that left scars on his face also brought additional complications over time. Lupus does not only affect the skin, it can also lead to symptoms such as severe fatigue, joint pain, and emotional stress. Medical experts often explain that the fatigue linked to lupus is typically connected to periods when the disease becomes more active, and it usually subsides once the activity decreases. Because of this, any unusual symptom can potentially signal a lupus flare-up. Seal has shared that living with lupus demands constant care and awareness, even while he tries to maintain a normal daily life. During interviews, Seal has spoken openly about how the condition affected him when he was younger. At times, it damaged his confidence and influenced how others perceived him. Yet he also believes that the experience helped him develop resilience, both literally and metaphorically, giving him a tougher skin. For someone who eventually became a global icon, this inner strength proved invaluable. Even after achieving extraordinary success, Seal's health challenges did not disappear. Over the years, he has had to adopt lifestyle adjustments to manage his condition effectively. Preserving his singing voice has also required careful attention, since lupus can sometimes trigger inflammation that affects the throat. Although these struggles are rarely visible to the public, they remain a constant presence in his life. Seal's challenges have not been limited to health issues alone. His personal life has also experienced numerous highs and lows. After the end of his seemingly perfect marriage with Heidi Klum, the news shocked many fans who had admired their relationship. Rumors circulated regarding the reasons behind the divorce, though both Seal and Heidi chose to keep many details private. Seal later acknowledged that their personalities sometimes clashed, which contributed to the breakdown of their relationship. Despite their separation, Seal has consistently emphasized that their children remain his highest priority. He has admitted that co-parenting is not always simple. Heidi, who has since remarried, maintains a busy professional schedule, and Seal's own commitments can also be demanding. Balancing their separate lives while ensuring that their children feel supported and loved has required significant effort from both parents. Although Seal has sometimes disagreed with certain decisions Heidi has made, he has always expressed respect for her role as a mother. His deep affection for his children is clear in many of his interviews. Seal has spoken about how becoming a father transformed him as a person. He fondly recalls moments such as introducing his children to music or watching them develop their own individual personalities. Yet he also acknowledges that parenting can be challenging, particularly during periods when he must spend long stretches away from them. Since the divorce, Seal has not remarried, nor has he been involved in any highly publicized long-term relationships. Although he has occasionally been linked to different women over the years, none of those connections appear to have developed into lasting partnerships. Seal himself has suggested that he is not currently in a hurry to pursue another serious relationship, choosing instead to live a more reflective and introspective life. His professional career has also experienced both triumphs and setbacks. Although he remains one of the most respected artists of his generation, the music industry has undergone dramatic changes since his peak popularity in the 1990s. The emergence of streaming platforms and the dominance of social media have transformed the way musicians interact with their audiences. Seal has not fully embraced this new digital landscape, and some critics believe this has contributed to his reduced visibility in recent years. However, Seal has never been an artist who follows trends simply to remain relevant. Authenticity has always been central to his identity, and that philosophy continues to guide him today. Even though he has not released a full album since Standards in 2017, he occasionally performs at special events or collaborates with other musicians. These appearances serve as reminders of his remarkable talent, even if they occur less frequently than in the past. Beyond music, Seal has also used his influence to support charitable causes throughout his career. He has been involved with organizations dedicated to helping disadvantaged children and promoting healthcare initiatives. Growing up in a difficult environment made him especially passionate about giving back to others. Nevertheless, Seal has admitted that he sometimes feels he could do even more to help those in need. Today, his life is defined by a balance between reflection and routine. He is no longer the constant media presence he once was, and it appears that he prefers living outside the relentless glare of publicity. Yet this quieter lifestyle has also sparked concern among some fans. They worry that Seal may be facing struggles behind the scenes. His lupus, the emotional impact of his divorce, and the natural effects of aging all influence how he lives today. There is a certain melancholy in the way Seal has gradually retreated from public view. Although he still performs occasionally, he no longer seems as eager to share the details of his life with the world. Perhaps, however, this is exactly the life he wants. One in which he can focus on himself and his family without the overwhelming pressures that once accompanied his fame. Still, Seal's story is far from finished. What lies ahead for the man whose voice once captivated millions around the world? Continue watching as we explore what the future may hold. The immense success Seal achieved brought both wealth and recognition, but it also carried a heavy emotional cost. For many performers, life in the spotlight can become isolating, and Seal has not been immune to that experience. Despite having millions of admirers and decades of accomplishments, he has often spoken about the loneliness that sometimes accompanies fame. One of the most difficult adjustments for him has been transitioning from global superstar to someone living a quieter and less public life. During the height of his career in the 1990s and early 2000s, Seal was everywhere, performing at sold-out concerts, receiving awards, and dominating international music charts.